Hey, how's everybody doing? Alexander Investment Insights. This is going to be another video, some stock levels. We're going to go over through a few different stocks in this, just like SPY. We're going to go over Broadcom. We're going to go over Dell. We're going to go over Nvda. We're actually going to go over QQQ as well. Looks like we might have a play setting up for the next few days. We're going to go over Microsoft as well, and then a lot of other stocks. So I'm just going to start with some things that I've been looking at in terms of the retail stock sector. If we go to Snap right now, Snap has earnings coming up actually, and we think it's going to produce a pretty big move off of earnings. You see that they actually had a big pop here on Friday, and they've been coming up ever since September 12th. Let's see how much gains they had once they reached our other support. So they're up currently around like 30%, maybe even more once they held that support of 834. Remember, so that's what we're seeing on Doc right now. Snap right now. They do have another resistance. I'd say about 1145, and they're super close to that already. So we're just gonna want to see what happens with Snap. I'm really not looking to play it right now. The move pretty much already happened, and we don't really want to get caught on downturns if you're thinking of shares like that. Let's go to Clover. Clover Health Investments actually have been having some great movements. People in the team have been talking about the stock, and I just kind of added it to this retail stocks section, which is like pretty much just like penny stocks or stocks that are moving, like retail traders would maybe look at. But sometimes if you could, know how to play them, you could get some nice gains. So Clove up here at its all-time high again. We really have resistance at 422, and I think when that 422 resistance goes, we could actually go up more. They have earnings on November 4th, but I'm not sure how important that is for Clover Investments right now. So, and then we have another support at like 277. You see why they're so high risk, because this resistance down to this support is minus 31%, right? So you don't really want to get caught up in stocks like that. And we go to Hologram actually. Remember they've been having some push-ups and they gave it right back, and it looks like recently they've been having some recent push-ups. Very volatile recently. They had a stock split, a 1-for-20 stock split to prop up their stock price because it was going down to like a quarter per share. So Holo having a stock split actually, and looks like it's been having some movement on the upside. So they do have a support, I'd say right here, yeah, right there, 444 on Holo, and then they have a resistance level around 846. So 846 resistance, 444 support on Holo. They also have another like shorter term resistance, I guess, at 665. So we could put this right here as well. So, or 670. So if this resistance breaks right here, you want to get shares, you could actually sell it at that next resistance for a nice 25% gain, because these stocks are a lot less numbers, so when they move, their percentages moves a lot more. So other than that, let's get into some other stocks, just like Apple. Apple has been not wanting to go past our resistance of 230, pretty stalled pretty much since the past few months. We do have support at 220, 275, and support at 217. Really not looking to do much on Apple right now until it breaks this resistance and heads to higher prices, maybe where we could get it to the all-time highs again. That's what I'm really looking out for Apple. But first, resistances have to start breaking. You can't just be doing this up down nonsense. We're not going to play that. So we go to Microsoft, held another support at 408, and then resistance at 435.50 on Microsoft. Really not much I really want to do on it right now until they start heading up again. If they start heading up again, we could probably see some plays. Maybe a little bit of swing calls, but they have to break resistances and stuff. So they've just been heading down, so really not much to do. We kind of let them drip as they go. Google holding a support of 160.70. You see that here, held its support perfectly. And then we have resistance here at 168.40. So once this 168.40 breaks, then we actually might start seeing some more legs on Google at the upside. But for right now, I'm really not looking to do much on it because it's kind of stalled as well. And we do have earnings on October It's 22nd. It is getting into earnings seasons here within the next couple weeks, so that's a big thing for stocks. We're going to want to watch out to see if this is going to produce like a big move up or down. Tesla stock obviously had the We Robo event, and well, their stock, boom, pooped the floor, I guess you could say. It was a buy the rumor, sell the news event. We actually posted about this on our YouTube Shorts and our TikTok before it actually happened. Since we broke this support here, 240 on Thursday, and the Re-Robo event was actually on Friday, it was kind of indication that, okay, we're going to see lower prices on Tesla. It's breaking supports. You know, they have a buy the rumor, sell the news possible event the next day. We could definitely see a lot of sell-off on Tesla. So we're going to actually want to move the next support to around 210 on Tesla. And then we'll have that as support right now. And then we're going to have to move down resistance again. So there's going to be another resistance on here at around 229. So 229 is our resistance, then 210 is our support. We're just going to want to watch this. If this 210 level breaks, or 210 to 208, we could definitely see Tesla back down to like 200s, maybe even below. So that's what I'm looking out for Tesla stock. We go to Nvda. Nvda at our next resistance at 134.50. We're going to put that on our chart also, because that is a resistance. And then once this resistance breaks, then we can pretty much see it also uptime highs. But we do have to break that resistance. You see how here on Friday it went a little above it, but then boom, came right back down to it and went down after it during aftermarkets. That's not a full break, you know. You have to watch for the full breakage on the resistance here on Nvda. And we still have support here at 127.50. Amazon stock kind of in between its supports, 194.30 and 181.80. Really not much to do here on Amazon until we start heading up to a higher price, and we could possibly scalp it or do swing calls back up to around 200, depending on how Amazon moves in the next few days. So that's really all to do. You kind of have to be patient on Amazon right now. Meta holding its support at 520 or 582.20, and then we also have another support right here. But you see how it held that support perfectly within the last 3 days. Hasn't really want to dip down below it. So really not much to do. I'm looking for a bigger dip on Meta if I'm being honest, but we might not get that right now. They also have earnings on October 30th, about half a month away. AMD stock breaking its resistance around here at 166 and actually heading up. So we're going to take this level here. I think that was a scalping level. So we do have support here at 160.30, and then I'm going to put resistance right here at 172. So 172 resistance, 182 resistance. That's really all I'm looking for on AMD right now. If this resistance breaks at 182 or 174, then we could see AMD possibly back up to the 183 area. And that's what I see on AMD. So Disney stock, once again, we have resistance at 95, support at 92. Kind of stalled out, really. I'm looking for big movements on Disney stock. If we go to the monthly chart here, they are kind of down, quite a lot. Haven't been at prices since they've been since 2015. So it could be a possible play to the upside, nice shares play. You like to buy when stocks are low, not when they're rushing high. So, but what you also want to think about Disney the next coming days is Netflix. Netflix has earnings on October 17th, only 4 days away. So when Netflix has its earning calls, if Netflix shoots down, you could actually see Disney kind of have a sympathy movement for that on that same day and kind of like shoot down with it, depending on what Amazon stock does. We've seen it in the past. So that's what I'm looking for out on Disney. So, and Netflix, we still have support at 703. So you're just going to want to keep that on your chart. I'll go to Broadcom. Broadcom obviously was breaking our resistance of 176, and we played swing calls around the all-time highs, and we sold them. And so now see they're having a bit of a retracement. That's what you want to wait for. You wait for the retracements, and then you see is there a play to get in here. So I'm actually going to move up support from 170 to 174. I just want to see like what happens if you're gonna break this support and then come like down again to around the 160s area, or if this shorter term support is gonna hold. Dell stock breaking its old support of 125.50, and then now we have a new resistance of 131.48. So this new resistance is what I'm looking at. And then I moved up our support here to 122. So I might be looking for swing calls, or actually we're probably gonna definitely scalp Dell. This is not trading advice. Do not traders say you anything in the video. We're gonna looking to scalp Dell, possibly on Monday, on Tuesday, depending on how the price action goes. Get a nice scalp in, and then possibly on top of that, double dip with some swing call options. Just intraday type movements to 131. No hopium trading. I'm just gonna leave the video there. Do some main option plays. If you guys like the video, please leave a like and a comment. Make sure you subscribe. I'm gonna keep making more of these videos here. Give you a bit more of an understanding of how the stock market moves once it breaks certain levels, and how volume starts producing when certain levels start breaking. So other than that, have a great rest of your day, and thank you.